welcome to, hang on, I'm stuck, can't get in my corner. Welcome to Kitten Up Kitten and PK November. No, you did not miss anything. I did not post a video yesterday. I will come back to that in a minute. But welcome back, huge welcome to everybody who is taking part in PK November. You're all doing so well, and I'm so proud of how well it's going. You know, it really is shaping up to be a great little event. So thank you very much for sticking in there. So today I am using my white mini cook tray. I also have my cook pot, my original cook pot. These are made by me with resin using leftover drills. Just think it's a fab idea. I have a pair of tweezers handy if I need them, and I have my blue and purple Amazon pen. And I have my little bear still today. I was going to get a different one. So welcome back. I'm going to get my first colour ready. So I'm going to go, as I have done for the last few videos now, with the smallest amounts first, because that makes it easier to plot where you are. So quick rundown for anybody who has just come across me randomly on what I am doing. PK November is about using Pattern Keeper to do a cross stitch conversion to a diamond painting. This is the first time I've ever run an event, let alone done something like this. So the basic principle is that you use a cross stitch pattern. You use Pattern Keeper to import that cross stitch pattern so that you can use this app. Pattern Keeper is available on Android. You can also get it on other systems. However, it is a little bit harder to do, but it is possible. I just need to make that point. And I don't know why I did that, because that did not help. So let's do that. And basically you're working on a blank gridded canvas to plot the symbols for you. So you don't have it in front of you, you have it on the app. The reason that I chose to do this was because I wanted to use, I'm just trying to look for the small amounts. That's what I'm doing. I wanted to use up my spare drills. And this is a good way of doing that. So, you know, I'm making a brand new diamond painting over my leftover drills, basically. So that is what PK November is. And the basic principle was, when we started, that we would do a minimum of a 2x2 square per day for the whole of November. There is 3 prizes up for grabs. There is a main goodie box, which is going to be won by the person that the participants vote for. So yes, you do need to be taking part in PK November to vote, and we will vote on the canvas that we think is the best. For whatever reason, it might be the best. It might be the best, you know, image. It might be the best and biggest. It might be the hardest to do. It could be for any reason, but we will vote for those. The other 2 prizes are awarded to, number 1, the most drills laid in the whole of November, and the other one is for the highest percentage completed in the month of November. They are not as big prizes. Why have I missed one completely? I haven't. I just haven't marked it off. Let's do that one then. Thank you. So that is what we are doing. When I first started this, so this is where I get into why there wasn't a video yesterday. When I first started this, I did say that I would endeavour to do my section per day and film it. And I do have every intention of doing that, I promise. The problem is, for those of you that don't know me very well, or don't know what my story is because you've not come across that video yet, I work part-time as a receptionist. I'm also a qualified nail tech, so I work part-time from home. Neither of those jobs is technically part-time, I have to say. I also have the small resin business, and it is a small business. It is, you know, it is just a little thing. It's not a massively busy thing, but I am also preparing to launch these trays as well. So I do have a lot going on. I do. And to add in, I have a family and a house to run. I have some health issues. As you can imagine, sometimes, do you know what? It just gets away from me a bit. Now, the last time that I missed doing a video, I was absolutely distraught with myself. I just overreached myself and I just couldn't get it done. So here is the issue. The issue is, I have just gone, oh, I've got a super sticky pen today. I have just gone from an old rota system to a new one. And because of the switchover, we work on a 2-week pattern, 2-week rotation pattern. And because of the way we did it, or I did it, I don't have anyone to blame but myself really. It meant that I worked 2, what we call long weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which meant that I worked 2 3-day weekends in a row, plus the days in the week as well. So I just got tired. I just got really tired. I just pushed myself too hard. I cannot say that that is the case with yesterday. I had every intention, absolutely every intention of filming yesterday. In fact, I had every intention of filming ahead yesterday because I had been doing that at the beginning of the month. 1, 2, 3. Apologise while I count. And all that happened was I came home yesterday. I went, picked my daughter up from school. I'd been shopping as well. I'd been to work. Got home, put the shopping away, sat down to have a coffee and just chill out for half an hour or so. Had a little chat with Penny. If you don't know, Penny is my diamond painting bestie. She lives not too far away from me, and she is known as Calb's Sparkles. So if you don't follow her already, please go and give her a follow. She's a hoot. She's a good laugh. So I'd sat talking to Penny and I'd sort of said, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go and get this done and this done and this done. Just recently, I had my eyes retested because I hadn't had them done for a while, and I got new glasses, and I'd been having I get optical migraines anyway, but I'd been having some problems with headaches, and I thought it was because my eyes needed retesting. I now have new glasses. Unfortunately, the headaches are still happening. Now, there are a number of things that could cause me to have headaches. It could be my blood pressure. I have always naturally had very low blood pressure. But the last time I had my eyes tested, my eye pressure was high. And then when I went to the doctors and they did my blood pressure, it was high. So it could be that. It could be I've got a little bit of high blood pressure because these headaches are a little bit more frequent. They're not my migraines. My optical migraines are rarely painful, which I know sounds weird, but it is literally a sight disruption more than the headache. So it's not that so much. I actually just think it's just stress. I think it's just stress. And I'm one of those people that I will stress myself out if I feel I'm not doing what I've said I'm going to do. And last time you all very kindly said, you know, don't force yourself. It's not a problem. We don't mind. But I mind. However, yeah, I was getting stuff ready. I was getting set up to go, and boom, this headache appears. out of nowhere. And because they are at the front of my head, so they're my forehead, I think they're actually stress. So I just ended up not filming. I wouldn't have been able to film anyway because the light would have killed me. So I just ended up having a night out again, which I hate doing, but it's got to be done, you know. So I don't make any apologies, you know. I know you guys look forward to the videos, and I'm meant to be here to help you along and inspire you to get yours done. But it is what it is. So there you go. However, here I am. And I'm getting this section done today, so that's the main thing, isn't it? So I do have a section to catch up on, but I will do that off camera. It's not so bad this week because I am actually only working 6-hour shifts. So tomorrow I will be able to film ahead by at least one day. But it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. So currently I'm at 14.90%. So I'm doing well. I'm getting there. Coming off the back of the live on Tuesday night. Oh my word, what a bloody hoot we had. It was hilarious. Had a pretty much started off as your standard live. This is what I'm doing. This, well done everybody, you know, welcome everybody. It was great. We had another visit from the amazing Crafting with Shay. She popped in to say hello. I know that she does like to work and lurk, as she says, and I was more than happy to have her there working and lurking. It was fine. So thank you, Crafting with Shay. And if you have not watched Crafting with Shay, please pop over and give her a like and a watch. She is lovely, and absolutely love the fact that she's popping by every now and again just to have a look and see what's going on. So over the moon with that. So thank you. 3862. Now I would like to say that, you know, we were diamond painting discussing, and it was all very serious. It wasn't at all. It basically ended up with a discussion about favourite men. Again, this is the second time this has happened. Not on the on this live, on this event, but certainly in a live. Basically I set a little challenge to anyone that was watching on the live to send me pictures of famous men from TV or films that they think I would like, with the chance to win a prize. I will say that prize is only open to those people that were in the live. And yes, you know, I have just enough people in my live that it makes it fun, but I don't have so many. I don't remember names, so it is close to everybody else, I'm afraid. But we did have such a good laugh, and I like the lives. The lives for me are actually a lot easier than filming, because once I'm set up and I'm going, I'm done. You know, once that live's finished, I just wait for it to process, and then I make it public. Job's done. You know, I haven't got to mess around with anything. I haven't got to fiddle around with the sound or what it looks like or put extra graphics in or anything like that. I do it, it's done, it's gone. Love it. And when you're busy, it's a lot easier to find an hour and a half to go live than it is to find 3 hours to film a video, edit it, wait for it to save to my phone, and then to upload to YouTube. So yeah, I love a live. I do. So anyway, that's why I'm here today. So hands up, I am a 2x2 section behind. Do not let my failure influence you in any way whatsoever. You guys have got this. So, you know, but that said, it's just an event. It's not real life. It's not life. It's not madly important. So do you know what? Take a leaf out of my book. If you are struggling, you know, if you're lacking the motivation to do it for one day, just bloody skip it. It's not a biggie. It really isn't. And to be fair, you know, I have got a lot going on. I've got a very busy bloody life, which I'm hoping, I was going to just about say, I'm hoping that's going to settle down soon, but it won't. I'll come back to why it won't in a minute. But it is just an event, you know. And even if you skip a day or two, you're still going to have achieved so much more than you probably would have done anyway. Because how many of us have their heaven and earth, or their conversion project, whichever it may be? How many of us have it as a second project, or a third project, or a sixth project, depending on how much you like starting whips? It's very rarely, you know, there's lots of people. I know there are some people that would do this as a one and only project, but I know there are lots of us that don't. So by just taking that little bit of time each day to do a little bit, you know, you're going to make some real progress. I certainly have this month. So anyway, that is what happened with that. I do need to say that I love Sundays. Sundays and Mondays I absolutely adore, because that's when everybody sends me their updated pics and stats, and I love it. It's so nice getting those in and being able to see how people are getting on, how they've progressed, how much they've got done since last time. I absolutely love that. So to give you an idea of time, etc., it is Thursday. It is actually 6:45 in the evening, because I did some other filming as well, but they won't be going up just yet. So I did that first before I came on to do my section. I had planned to do 2 sections today. That's not going to happen either. But, you know, the intention was there. What can I say? You know what it's like. You know what life is like. You know, best laid plans and all that. Sometimes stuff comes in and takes over. I'm going to have a look and see if I've got any that have got a few less. There we go. I want to get all these itty bitty bits done. Itty bitty is Penny's word, not mine. She used it on her video yesterday. And it's a good word. Itty bitty. Get the itty bitty bits done. So that's where we are. I have had a couple of people that have asked me during the course of doing this event, you know, where do I get my canvas from? Okay, so I got mine from AliExpress. So I went onto AliExpress and I searched for blank diamond painting canvas, and it usually comes up with quite a few. Now there are companies out there which will do you a custom size. So you say to them, okay, I need, let me use this as an example because I've got it written on the front. I need a 57 by 84 centimetre canvas, gridded canvas in squares, for this project, and they will give you a price and they will make that canvas for you. What I did, because I don't mind cutting a canvas down or using another bit for something else, I actually looked at a company and used a pre-made size. So what I did was I found the nearest size that would fit the length and width that I needed. Now at the time, they had a good width to fit. They didn't have a similar length. So I actually went for one that I think, I'm gauging a guess, I think I got a 60 or maybe a 70 by 140 or something. And then I just cut it down. And the length bit, the big bit that I had at the bottom, I cut off. I will save that. I will use that for another canvas. And the side bit, I will use for a very small project if I get around to it, but it will hang around. I'll use it. It's not a problem. But this whole canvas for that size cost me £30, so it wasn't massively expensive. The surprise was the fact that when I ordered it, where's 3828? When I ordered it, I fully expected it to be double-sided tape, and it didn't. It arrived as poured glue. I have since had somebody else who's gone on, and basically a lot of these companies, if you message them when you order and tell them that you prefer poured glue, they will do it poured glue for you. And I think a lot of companies are doing that now. The other option is to go somewhere like Heaven and Earth. Heaven and Earth will provide you with a canvas for your project if you buy your pattern from them. So you can go there. Ever Moment, I believe, do canvases. So you can go there. They may be a little bit more expensive. But for me, AliExpress, just took a little bit of shopping time to find what I wanted. That was it. So that's all I searched for. If you go back through my videos in my Heaven and Earth conversion playlist, you will actually find the video where I unrolled it, and there is a link on that video. So if you click on that link, it will take you to the shop that I used. 436. And what you need to do is you need to look around, because their prices do vary on various days. So very often you'll go on there one day and you'll go on the next and it'll be even cheaper. So, you know, gauge up what you think is a good price for your canvas. So yeah, go check that out. So that's where I get my canvases from, AliExpress. Now, the only thing I don't like about AliExpress is I'm impatient. I don't like waiting 3 weeks for stuff. This canvas actually did take under 3 weeks. It was actually quite fast. And I was very, very pleased. I was very lucky that it turned up and it was poured glue, which I'm very happy about, because when you're working on double-sided tape, as you know, if you've already done this, once you've laid your drill, it's there. You know, it's quite hard then to take it back off and move it somewhere else. Whereas with poured glue, if you put it on the wrong place, you can just scoot it over. So working on poured glue is a lot easier, especially with a project like this. Because if you do one of these projects expecting to never make a mistake, oh no, you are very sadly mistaken. You will make mistakes. I can promise you that. I've made plenty. Oh, let's do that one first, because that's only got 1727. So getting some of these pretty yellows in. So that's where I got my canvas from. Now, in this instance, my pattern did come from Heaven and Earth. I am working on Mini Secret Door. I will pop you a picture up here. And loving it. So obviously got a lot of this confetti in the background here. Let's do those next then, because they are 445. So yeah, beautiful yellows. And thoroughly enjoying myself, I have to say, especially because I am using my spares. You know, it's I wanted to do something with them. I didn't want to just, I mean, I keep them anyway, just in case, you know, I run out on a painting or whatever. But I keep way more than I actually need. So being able to use those leftovers is just so, you know, it's a really nice way of diamond painting. It really is. And it's, you get just as addicted to this sort of thing as you do to doing normal diamond paintings, I can promise you. I have got another 2 saved on the tablet to do next, whenever that may be. I'm not even anywhere near finishing this one yet. So let's just do those like that. And get these 2 in, and then I will change colour. The other thing I wanted to share as well, I had a lovely email from the gorgeous Georgina Mayer. She emailed me because I've always said along in the videos, if you're not participating, absolutely grab whatever you're working on and just sit down and just drill alongside. You know, you don't have to be doing this project. You don't have to be doing the event to take part. You can just treat it like a normal whip and ramble, and you can just pull out whatever you're working on and just drill alongside. That is absolutely fine. And Georgina actually emailed me because she is working on 2 things. So she's doing a massive Josephine wall. Here's a picture here. 827. I'm just going to get my next colour while I'm talking, if I can find it. There we go. And she is also doing a huge, I think it's 13,000 piece jigsaw puzzle, which is here. I mean, how bloody lovely is that? Not only that she is diamond painting alongside, but also that she has another project. And I love jigsaw puzzles. I really do. But what a challenge. 13,000. I think the biggest jigsaw puzzle I've ever done is 1,000. I didn't even know you could get them bigger than that. But thank you so much, Georgina, not only for saying how much that you're enjoying the event and watching alongside, but for sending me pictures. Fabulous job you're doing. And you obviously like a challenge. So I'm pleased that you're enjoying this. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Georgina was, she has commented on a few videos now. So, yeah, really pleased that you're enjoying it. It's always nice when you get a nice email, do you know what I mean? For anyone that is watching, you know, if you do want to email me, my email address is kittenupkitten@gmail.com. As easy as that. Pop me an email. Now, I will say, please do be patient. Give me time, because I do have lots going on. I do get to emails as quickly as I can, but I am most forgetful. And I do sometimes read an email and assume that I've replied to it, because I've replied to it in my head. And then realise actually I haven't. I'll remember 2 days later. So please do be patient with me. I'm rubbish at stuff like this. 977. So that is the lovely Georgina. I'm always absolutely stoked to get messages from people, whether it is comments on the videos, whether it is in the live, whether it is just a random email to say, I love what you're doing. I always really enjoy that. So please do comment, you know. And it's nice for other people to, you know what it's like when you put something, you'll be scrolling, you'll be watching a video, and somebody else will say the exact same thing you were going to say, and you're like, oh my God, it's not just me. You know, whether it's a good thing, a bad thing, a question, a comment, you know, you'll think, oh, I'm not alone. And that is what doing this means to me. It means I'm not alone. I'm not alone in loving doing this craft. I am not alone in enjoying watching Whip and Rambles or Whip and Chats or whatever you want to call them. I'm not alone in being addicted to this crazy diamond painting thing. I'm not alone in my obsession for buying storage and kitting up kits. I know you all think I am, but I'm not. There are others out there, I promise. But at the bottom of it, we're not alone. That's it. I love that. And the thing is, by commenting, even if you're not someone who comments, let's say you don't ever comment, that's fine. You know, it's not a problem. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. You know, that's all you need to do. Just watch the video. That's all you need to do. But if you are someone that comments, you don't know that your one comment may make just one person feel better. And if that's the case, you've done your job. You've done a good thing. So, yeah, never let it stop, you know. Never let yourself stop yourself from commenting. There's no such thing as a stupid question. There is no such thing as wasting someone's time. I will make the time. I promise. Always. So there we go. That's where we're at. Now, I have been very good. I haven't bought anything in this last week, at least. So I don't have anything arriving. I don't have anything on order. Literally have not bought anything. And that is because it's that time of year, guys. I've got 2 birthdays in 2 weeks time that I've got to get prepared for. So I just can't afford it at the minute. So it's on hold until we get that done. I have got some money put away for the old Chrissy presents. Believe me, if I have anything left over, it will be going towards a Christmas present for myself. Don't you worry. I may, depending on what's out there, I may order on Black Friday, but I'm going to see. Wait and see first. I want to see what's coming up. But yeah, I haven't even brought any storage, and I don't need to because I had the lovely gift from Penny. So I've got that I can kit up into if I wanted to. I do have some smaller kit ups. I may kit up a smaller painting at some point in the next few days, just to give my subscribers a break from these videos. Yes, of course, you're all groaning and going, why? You don't need any more. Do you know what? I'm just missing kitting up. I just need to get another me to get them all done, that's all. It'll be fine, but I can kit up a little one. And that will make me feel better because you know I love kitting up. Because I do. The other thing I need to say as well is this video may be interrupted because my husband is due home from work soon. So I will need to put some dinner on. But I thought I could get a good part of it done before he got back. So I thought I'll start it and then I can always take a break and I can come back and finish a little bit later on. How are you all doing? Is everybody okay? Because I do like to know. I do like to take the time to see if you're okay. You know, is there anything that you need help with or that you want me to talk about? You know, let me know. I will do my best. Now, I think, right, I've got a H. There we go, 167. Let's get that one done. So what I'm doing is I'm scanning through my symbols to see what I need the fewest of and get them done first, because this method of working is working really well for me. Literally just getting those little amounts done first because they're easier to plot. They're easier to see on the canvas, and then you go back and fill in with the bigger amounts. So I'm now going to go, how many of those we got? So what I want to do is save the biggest amount to the very, very last. Now I think it may be, it's either the stars or the bendy arrows, I think, but we'll have a look. So I'm going to go for my watermelons, 839. Where's my camera? 8th watermelon. See, I'm not crazy. I am one of those people that has random names for symbols. Some of them are names that I can't repeat. But this one's watermelon without a shadow of a doubt. So let's do that. I've then got 3. So let's get that 3. I do have a 4 multiplacer on the end of my pen. That is my preferred size for square diamond paintings. I mean, you don't get to do masses of multiplacing, or not usually. I haven't so far. You don't always get masses of multiplacing on a canvas like this, but if I've got the chance to do it, then I do, because it just speeds it up. You know, it all helps. So 2 there. And you will notice, if you've never watched one of these videos before, there's a lot of counting. There's a lot of pausing. It is quite difficult to do a video like this and talk at the same time, because you do need to concentrate a little bit more, which is why I'm quite proud of the fact that I managed to do a live and still do my section as well. It's bloody difficult, but this is why I don't answer comments and questions on my videos at the current time. I do normally, because normally I'm doing a normal canvas and I can, you know, I can plan my way around answering the questions and comments as I'm going, but I can't on a heaven and earth. So that will start up again after November, once we get this done. So this will carry on until, oh look, not too many of those, missed that one. This will carry on until the end of November, at which point I will then go back to my normal Whip and Rambles unboxings kitten ups, etc. Might have to buy a new house for the kitten ups though, because I really don't have any room. 3, 7. I was so pleased with myself because the other day I did a little sort out, and I used to have all of my kitted up kits on top of my Welsh dresser, and why have I got a gap there? I should not have a gap there. It's because I put that one in the wrong place. See what I mean? You make mistakes. It's quite easy to spot them sometimes. Yeah, so I used to put them on top of my Welsh dresser. So like on the unit bit, not right at the top, but on the unit bit. And they were all lined up neatly, which was fine when I had 3 or 4. But by the time I got to 25, they looked a bit messy. So the other day I went in there and I cleared out the cupboards underneath the dresser, and I put all of these beautiful kitted up kits in their storage containers in these drawers. And I had all the round ones one side, I had all the square ones the other side, and they were all in size order. Beautifully neat, with not an inch to spare. So I think there's like 28. There's probably 27, say. Hang on, I've got 3 in here. So yeah, probably 25 in that unit. And then of course Penny gifted me another one, and it was like, what am I going to do with this? Where am I going to put this? So yeah, I'm now back to having at least one on top of the dresser again at some point, but we'll see. We'll get through them eventually, won't we? 3, 7, 7, 6. Right, let's get these bad boys in. Now I've got a couple of different shades in here. As I've said before, if you have watched, I do not colour match my drills, my spare drills. I just pull out the colours that I want. So we've got 1, 2, which I know annoys some people, but I haven't got the space to keep 3 or 4 bags of the same number but a different dye lot. I just don't. So I mix them, I pull out what I need. Simple as that. And the beauty of Pattern Keeper is it gives you the colour at the side here. So you can match the colour that you actually want, which is very, very helpful. Like that. And then the premise is, if I get all the little bits done, I will then be left with the majority of one colour, and I can just power through and get them in at the end. So I've got 3 there. I think this might be the top of her head, because I think this yellow bit is a butterfly. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I think it's actually the top of her head. I don't think this colour's the top of her head. She's got brown hair, so I think it's just the butterfly there, and this is just the colour of that beautiful foliage that's at the top and around the sides of this canvas. I did love the colours. I think it was the browns, the oranges, and then those little pops of bright yellow and the green of her dress. It's just such a pretty canvas. Had to do it. It was also the fact it was a little bit smaller than the canvas I was going to do originally. Or a lot smaller than the canvas I was going to do originally. Yeah, you see, I think the stars I've got more of. How many of those have I got? How many of those have I got? Not so many of those, so let's do that. 3, 8, 5, 7. Which is this beautiful colour. This beautiful burgundy. I love this colour. Yeah, so that's it. Not too much else going on. Tomorrow is Friday. I have got my granddaughter tomorrow. I didn't have her on Tuesday, so I'm going to have her Friday instead. Do like to spend the day with her. And then my daughter is on a school trip on Friday. She's off to Pinewood Studios. She is doing a A-level in film studies. So she's off to Pinewood Studios for the day. I'm not at work, which is a bonus. And Friday evening, I am actually going out for drinks with my old manager and my old, well, her manager. Miss them terribly. So going to go out for drinks and meet up and catch up and see how they're doing, which will be nice. And then Saturday, set of nails to do Saturday. And then the rest of Saturday and Sunday is chill time, which I'll probably need if I'm going out for a few drinks, not going to lie. I'm not a big drinker, not because I don't like drinking, I do, but because I have social anxiety, so I find it quite hard to go out places. So I have no idea how it's going to go. It'll be the first time that I've gone out on my own for drinks in years, pretty much years. But I'm hopeful I'm going to be able to do it. It's going to be fine. But I don't drink a lot because I don't get drunk. It's as simple as that. I got incredibly drunk years ago on cheap champagne, had alcohol poisoning. And ever since then, I found it really hard to get drunk. I can drink all night and I can have a different drink all night. And the only time I ever get a bad head or anything from doing that is if I drink Prosecco. Most of the time, I don't even have a hangover. So it just seems like a waste of money, you know. It doesn't make me have any more fun. So what's the point of spending the money? However, you know, haven't seen these girls for a while. And really do miss them. And there's other people that are going as well that used to work where I work. So it's very much a big catch up for lots of us. So it's definitely worth the effort. So I'm just going to have a couple. I'm going to go out and be social and everything. My husband's going to come and pick me up when I'm ready, so I don't have to worry about getting a taxi home or anything, because we live sort of outside the city, which is nice of him, isn't it? And I'm just going to go spend a couple of hours, you know, catching up and having a laugh. So I'm looking forward to that. Haven't done anything like that. I'm also looking forward to getting dressed up and doing my hair properly. That would be nice. Haven't done that for a while either. Make a change from me being in my pyjamas all the time. Because honestly, when I'm at home, I'm in pyjamas. Not even, it's the first thing I do when I get home. Kick my shoes off, slippers on, upstairs, get changed, pyjamas. Just that easy. But I am trying to be more social. I have done much more this year. Meeting Penny from Calb Sparkles was one of them. I had avoided meeting new people for at least 2 years. You know, helped along by the COVID stuff, obviously. But I did it. I drove somewhere that I didn't know where I was going on my own. I met a complete stranger. And do you know what? We hit it off. We did. We chatted for about 5 hours. It was amazing. And best day ever, I have to say. Penny has become a very good friend. We talk pretty much daily. She'll be cringing if she's watching this, because it is, isn't it? It's pretty much every day. And I've never been the sort of person that had a friend that I phoned, that I spoke to daily. So that's very new for me. But do you know what? It's quite nice. It's quite nice having a mate that you just check up on every day. How you doing? What you been up to? What's going on? So it's a very new thing for me, but I love it. And I wouldn't have met Penny if it wasn't for YouTube. So it just goes to show there is more to this than just filming something and chatting to yourself, pretty much. I'm going to take a very short break. I will be back in seconds. You won't even notice. You won't even notice. It'll be fine. So kettle is on. My husband is very late again. He's been working overtime. He recently changed from working a shift pattern, so he used to get extra money for working that shift pattern to doing days. So yeah, he's trying to get some overtime together for Christmas, I guess. We did not need that many drills, but look how nicely they line up. They just love it for those multi-placers out there. Yeah, what I do miss, that might be my husband now actually, I've just heard a car, so I might have to pause again, for God's sake. For those of you who have been asking, the trays will be available on my Etsy store, Kitten Up Kitten, on the 1st of December. I haven't clicked on a time yet. I haven't thought that far ahead, to be honest. At the minute, we're just trying to make as many as we can. But I will update as to the launch time later on. I think possibly that I will launch earlier in the day. Got them too, so it is that one. Got lost then where I was. I think it will be earlier in the day because that gives me time then to get on top of orders. I do ship worldwide. You will be able to buy. However, if you are somewhere where you have to pay massive taxes on shit, email me first. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Just email me first. But yeah, it is set to come in. Now the prices on there will be up to 1 kilo in weight. So unless you're going to buy absolutely bloody tons, you should be okay on weight limits. They do come out in postal boxes, so large letter. So they won't be massive or anything like that. And hopefully all of you can get a tray. If the worst happens and they sell out, then I will switch that listing to pre-orders, and I will do that and work through them as they come in. In which case, you know, there will be a little bit of a delay getting them out to you, but I will try and be as quick as I can. Just bear in mind, this is a brand new thing for us. Right. You see, I think they're next. Let's do them. 838, the dreaded 838. The thing is, we only have one 3D printer. It is a very new thing for us. You know, literally, my husband got the printer last month and has worked his little socks off to give us a product that we can sell. Very, very proud of him. My daughter made the changes that I needed. Very proud of her. And we have frantically been making trays ever since, as often as we can, to get some stock ready. I might be overestimating how quickly they will sell, but I'm only going by the comments that I've had and the inquiries that I've had. And to all intents and purposes, it looks like they may be popular. So I'm just erring on the side of caution. Won't I look like a fool if I get left with loads of bloody trays? But they'll sell eventually, right? You know, we all start somewhere. I didn't want to put anything up until I was happy with the quality. And, you know, we had to try out a couple of different filaments to find one that we liked. We tried out a couple of versions, changed settings, etc. My daughter sorted out the engraving. And we now have a product that I'm happy to say I think is great. is lovely. In there, just need to get them 3. Not too long now to do this one. Just got 2 colours left after this and then I'm done. The problem is as well is that my husband works about an hour away from us. So, you know, if he decides to stay on till 6:30, which is literally 2 hours overtime, it is going to be 7:30 before he gets home. So it's not unusual for him to be late. I don't like to eat dinner this late, but we are only having pizza tonight, so it won't take long to do that. Although I will put it in the oven soon if he's not back soon, because I'm starving, is the quick answer. However, I am nearly done with my... So let's do that bit next, I think. 310. The wonderful 310. I needed over 13,000 of these. I've done about 2,000, so still got a way to go. And have plenty thanks to Penny, because she gave me pretty much all 13,000. So I have more than enough to do. So again, bit of multi-placing. So I'll probably, at this rate, I'm probably going to get this finished before he gets home. Right, so that goes that side and that side. And then we've got a long row. Get rid of that all. So after all that, I did that wrong. I picked 5 up, knocked 2 off, which is not what I wanted to do. But never mind, we got them in. So that's that square done. And then we've got the same, but starting at the top. So all the way down to the bottom. So I need 3. I do love a good bit of multi-placing. I do. Okay. And then 2. It was so hard on the live because I was laughing so much. It was crazy. Laughing so much. We had said on one of the lives, the first live that I did, that we may do a TV fandom event next year, but no details have been sorted as of yet. I'm still very much, let's get through this event first. I've totally lost count of what day we're on. I think it's day 17 today. I think. Oh. Now, usually I will know that my husband is home because my dog will bark, and she hasn't yet. So at this rate, I'm going to get this finished and I'll be able to get dinner on before he gets back. Okay, 4 there. That's the 310 done. And then I'm going to do bendy arrow. Bendy arrow. Kind of reminds me of the reverse symbol on Uno. Got a drill stuck. Oh. And still ends up dropping them. There we go, that's got them. So we're on 3371. Loads of these needed as well. I still need to lay another 6,826. Because Pattern Keeper does, of course, tell you, as you're doing them, it marks off how many you've done. So let's get those in there. Didn't do a very good job of multi-placing those. Kind of got it on an angle, so it pushed them out. So one more. Oh, like that. You see, by getting those little bits done, you then get these nice chunks that you can just sink your teeth into. And of course, once you start multi-placing, they get quicker. Even if you're not multi-placing, it makes it quicker, I think. That one. And then 3 across the top, like so. And then all I do when I've finished is I just come in with a roller and just make sure all those drills are firmly on that canvas, because as you know, multi-placing sometimes means you don't get the pressure correct for all of them. I'm just going to single place these ones because I don't need many. And that will just leave us with a little 2 up there, like so. One in there. So you may faintly be able to hear the 3D printer working away. I have got, we printed all of the grey trays first. We have got some white that we printed to begin with, and then we switched to the grey when the new filament come. So we did one of the new grey, one of the new white, and then switched back to do all of the grey ones. So I have now completed the grey trays. So we are now on white, which is nice. So getting there. So my target is getting ever closer. I have decided that once I've got the target amount I originally wanted, I am just going to keep making them because I think we're going to need them. Okay, so that's all done. And our last symbol is that star, which is the 938. And then that is my section completed. So I hope that you've enjoyed the video today. Please do like, subscribe if you haven't already. You know, come back and visit again. Be aware that I do other things than just working on my heaven and earth. Normally I'm doing unboxings and reviews sometimes, and whip and rambles, just not as frequently as most days. So I will say on this video, I will be doing my section per day. However, I'm not going to pressure myself to video it every day. You know, I have planned to do that and it hasn't worked out. You know, it just doesn't happen. But I will endeavour. So don't be surprised if you don't see a video from me that day. There will be one the next day, I promise. I won't go longer than 2 days without posting a video up, because I think, you know, it helps to have somebody else, you know, to work alongside with. So even if you're not feeling it that day, sometimes having somebody else doing it with you will help you. And that's what the goal is, isn't it? To get as much of these projects done as we can in November before we put them away for Christmas, because you know that's what's going to happen. Just in case you're interested, my other 2 whips, I have one permanent whip, which currently is Mackenzie's Treasure by Mandy Manzano. I am also doing a round drill canvas that I got from fan sales right back last year when I very first started diamond painting, that I called Dancer. That is the one I've been taking to work because it's a bit smaller and it's easy to do and it's quick. And then of course there is this. Looking forward to getting back onto Mackenzie's Treasure, I'm not going to lie. But if I've had free time other than this, I have been doing Dancer. Just because it's round and it's a break from the squares. Although I love my squares. So there we go. 2 by 2 section done. 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 There we go. That is my section done. I am now at 11,600 drills. That's 400 stitched today. I am now at 15.39%. And I feel happy that I've managed to get my section done. So now I've got time to go off and do dinner. And I will say I have just started watching Supernatural from the beginning again. So that's what I was doing last night when I wasn't feeling great. Let's just zoom out so we can see. Oh, so this here is actually the top of her head. If you look, it actually is the top of her head. It's where we've got the light hitting her hair. Yay! I've got something other than, you might not be able to see much yet, but I'm stoked that I actually am getting some other detail coming in other than this background, because you know, oh, how did I do that? Pulled it out completely. So that is it from me for today. If you are taking part in PK November, please do keep up the good work. Keep on drilling. I will be back very soon with another video. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.